sentimental when I step in the middle, when I do a little dance to the turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
Baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less. Say less.
Stop the road when you walking. You let your hips do the talking. You leaving me no options. Say less. Say less.
Say less.
Stop the road when you walking. You let your hips do the talking. You leaving me with no options. Say less. Say less.
Say less. Say less.
Hey, it's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
Guess who's back? Back again. She's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Now from the banks of Lake Erie, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Jackson looking to throw right away. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now Lamar changing the play. Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the the Browns are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. When you look at this defense, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week. That pressure on the QB is key. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 70 Ranger.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Now Matt Prater for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
No, we changed it.
Throwing is Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Shamrocks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there is no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 22.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Adafe Owe in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Check that. Street. Trap 60. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Prater's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it'll be second down. We look at this Browns defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 16 yards, a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit. To get to
and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Yeah, CD, I think they were in nickel that time, which we see so often in today's NFL, and there it helped them net their first pick 6 of the contest.
Nice eyes, good observation there, partner. You nailed it. This is a defense that likes to mix up and disguise coverages, but it did end up being one of their main packages, the nickel, that fooled them that time. And they made the most of the miscue with a nice return.
Prater for the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
To throw is Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. After 17-7 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now. It's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Hey, report! Report!
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now it's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A first down carry for Henry. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Jackson to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Let's go now. 19 Lions.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Jackson now. And this is caught at the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Henry up the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Here's third and a few inches. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Shamrocks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Right back to him on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The Browns at 4-3, a game over 500. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. In motion is Gray. Looking to throw. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Jalen Watson dropped him defensively.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Henry. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Andrews. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Mark Andrews from 8 yards out.
And the Shamrocks have cut it back within a score.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where...
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Danny Gray, 65 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Prater for the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And running with power here.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's 2nd and 10.
What ain't it? No, we changed it. Report! 13.
Back to throw. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Hey. No.
To throw again is Jackson. Going deep for Walker. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, as the first half is winding down. And the Shamrocks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Right side, and he finds Gray. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Cleveland offense ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
from the 42 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now back to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Hey, middle.
Now it's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Hey, report. 180.
Looking to throw. Jackson slings it to Anderson. It's complete. The tight end has it.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Jackson will keep it. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Henry, touchdown.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Tucker now to add the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Shamrocks 35, Browns 31. Austin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Now he's free to midfield. He's to the 15.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Keenan Allen, 82 yards.
And the Browns have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Nice hot. Nice hot. You change it.
Now Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the gun, Jackson.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check, 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 check. Go.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
Taken down at the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6.
This is Ford. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here we go, set. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Panther 11, Panther 11. Trap 60, Trap 60.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. That's going left, and Prater missed it. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
On the jump. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Sack.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Danny Gray,
his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Browns take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Prater on to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Throwing is Jackson.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40.
Let's go. Get hot. You at X. You at X. Sit up.
To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
It's on. Go ahead. Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Sit up.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get this to Flowers, left side.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
No, we changed it.
Now it's Jackson.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
They'll try to pound it in with Ricard.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Third and goal, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
79 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Ready? Lion. Go.
They'll set up a throw.
Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Play action. It's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Hands up. Yo. Hey.
Jackson.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Jackson now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Middle. Hey, middle.
Again, Jackson.
Well, looking deep here for Flowers.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. In motion is Gray.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Danny Gray.
72 yards.
And the Browns are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Jackson to throw.
Looking deep here for Flowers.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, report.
Jackson. Going deep for Walker. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Let's go now.
On the ground, it's Ford. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Back to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, a 12-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
The score, Browns 59, Shamrocks 35.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Inside handoff here to Ricard. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Now it's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Jackson will throw again. A check down here for Henry. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He dumps it off for Henry. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
No, we change it. Report! Hey! 13.
Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Yo.
One last shot for Jackson. Rolling to his right. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
Hey! Middle. Hey, middle. Sit up.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.